Welcome back to World of Tapir. The story thus far is that the False Sun crew have arrived in Silimistal, chasing a lead to a potential cult leader that has been bothering them for quite some time. Well, the cult has been bothering them for quite some time, even going so far as kidnapping their captain. But they arrived in Silimistal with plans to leave for Ditbach in the morning, and from there to travel to Reveil, where the lead said that the money to smuggle the relics came from. While they were in Silimistal, they met up with their friend Perry the Paladin, who gave them some information on how things have been going since they left, and they returned information that Cornello, the former devil judge of Silimistal that was driving the city into the ground, had made his way back to the material plane and is running a casino in Fitio. After that, they made their way to the arena, where they fought various people, and 3 of them won. Once they had completed their fights in the arena, they made their way back into the city to continue their day. So, False Sun crew, the day is yours. What do you do? Well, everyone seems to be muted.
What time of day is it?
Huh?
What time of day is it?
I believe it should be late afternoon.
Also, I resent the fact that you said that 3 people won.
I mean,
It's the truth.
it is the truth.
Well, let's be honest. 4 people won, not 3 crew members.
Yeah.
Or not 4 crew members.
You're mean. Anyway,
Maybe you should stop picking fights with
mid-afternoon?
the strongest person in the arena.
Yeah,
Well,
mid-afternoon, like 3 or 4.
genuinely forgot we weren't allowed to have weapons. I think I would have easily beaten her if I did.
So did I. I still won. What's your excuse?
Need to pay attention.
All of my... I don't have sneak attack.
I have a strength of 11.
I only have a strength of 16.
You're stronger
I
than
think.
me.
It's not bad.
Look, wisdom is my dump stat, so of course I'm going to challenge the strongest person.
Yeah.
Incorrect. That would be your intelligence stat.
No, my intelligence is higher than my wisdom.
Wisdom is applied knowledge.
Exactly. I know that she's the smartest. Strongest. It's also observation. Anyway, I think we should have scones. Is it too late for scones?
I don't think so. They should have something around here like that.
Isn't that just a
Sushi... Sushi is still bloody.
Yeah.
He's like standing there. It's like, could I could
you're
go
at,
for a scone.
Yeah, you're at like, what, 8 hit points?
10.
10.
Out
Increase the
of
digitation her
73.
a little bit. Help carry some of the blood.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I just have open cuts. No blood.
Alright.
Pressure
for your
cuts.
blood.
I'll tack on a 3rd level healing word.
You don't need to do that for me.
Get 13 points of healing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am still massively bloodied, but that makes it better.
Oh, you look at the
Bloody is
percent
below
at
half,
least.
right?
Correct. Bloody is
Yes.
below half. It used to
It's
have.
not really a thing here.
Yeah,
In 5e.
in 3.5, it was actually important because there were things that would happen when things are bloody, and there's still certain. There's
Still
still.
monsters that have stuff when
Yeah.
they're bloody adventurers.
Yeah, they just don't specifically say that. It's
Yeah, it just
No, they
says.
the
do.
whole thing.
No,
Some
no,
do
it
still.
says below half, rather half the max rather than bloodied, but it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's the same thing.
Anyway, aren't scones just biscuits?
It's a little different. Scones are sweet. Typically.
No, wait.
Dense,
Are we call which
like
things are we?
biscuits,
What
but-
which are we calling biscuits? Because I've heard some people call biscuit call those little things biscuits, and some people call the thick thing biscuits.
I'm referring to the thick ones.
And scones are dense, like biscuits, but they're different.
Mm.
All right.
The Australian market for our show is going to be really mad at us.
So, where are y'all heading while y'all are having this conversation? I'm assuming y'all are walking and talking.
A pastry shop of some sort.
A what?
Pastry shop.
Oh,
We are searching for pastry.
all right.
Did we
Scavenging,
pastry
if
shop
you
in
will.
the did we find out was it bronze or copper?
It's the Bronze District.
All right, should we look in the bronze district or the silver district for pastries?
Old.
Actually, roll perception while y'all are leaving the arena.
Yeah, okay, that's a 24.
There
That's a 5.
there are stands right out the there are stands like all around the arena that are selling various foods. Like it's like carts. People selling them with in carts.
I've never seen a biscuit carton. I kind of want to now.
Is there anyone selling plain toast?
Not that you can tell, but there is someone selling bread that's been cut in half and still warm.
Oh, fuck yes.
I don't notice any
How
of
much
this,
for
or
the
I would
bread,
be
good
looking for
person?
nuts.
It's it's an elf that's running and says, "Well, that depends on which one you. That depends on what you want. We got banana bread. We've got bread with raisins in it. We got bread with dates in it. We've got some nice lemon bread. We've got basic wheat bread. We've got a flat bread if you're into that.
Hmm. Does the
Good sir.
Does the banana bread have nuts in it?
No, sorry.
Hmm.
Good sir, I have a philosophical question I would like to ask you.
Okay.
If I were to purchase one piece of your bread, and then butter one side of it, and then toss it in the air, which side would land down?
That's not philosophy.
I mean, it would probably land on the long side.
So presumably the non-buttered kind side. Thank you for your enlightenment.
Okay.
What?
These are like loaves that have been.
Uh,
These are like small loaves that have been cut in half.
No, I know.
Okay.
No, I know.
Anyway, how much for the lemon bread?
The lemon bread. For a half a loaf, I'll give it to you for 15 copper.
Okay.
Or if you want a full loaf, it'll be 3 silver.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I
All
don't have any copper, so.
All right. He grabs 2 halves of lemon bread and begins to wrap it up in some parchment and ties it with twine and hands it to you.
I take it and hand over and I hand over 3 silver coins.
Thank you. Oh, people are popping fireworks. I hope nobody hears that.
Nah.
Okay. It is still warm.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh, can you
Citrus.
guys hear me?
Yes.
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 Okay.
They're buying
okay.
bread from a bread vendor just outside the arena.
Oh,
Is there a nut vendor anywhere?
Well, you rolled a 5, so you have no idea.
Yeah, I
Uh,
just followed.
do you think I could like go off and try to see if I could shop for something right now? Like
That's
all-
that's up to the captain to decide if you should shop alone, because you don't exactly have the best track history of shopping alone.
Uh,
In
Hey,
this
Cap.
city.
In general.
what are you trying to do?
I just wanted to see if I could go off to a vendor to see if they got anything good. I just really need to eat something after that well-deserved victory.
All right. Why don't we go find something to eat? What are you in the mood for?
Shit. I gotta open up the notes.
Oh yeah, you should probably open the notes.
I was too busy eating turkey thigh.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe some fruit. I don't know. Maybe maybe some good meat. I wonder if they might have some sort of the deer meat on sale, or if not something else. Like, just depending.
You want to go somewhere like a sit-down place, or you just want to like eat and walk?
Honestly, eat 'em. Look, I just have a feeling like that's a lot better right now. Like to just keep on moving.
Okay. Friend's gonna start looking around.
I mean, there are plenty of food vendors outside the outside the arena. There are ones that are selling various foods on sticks. There's ones selling like bags of food. You do see one that is selling like small bags of dehydrated fruits. You see one that's selling meats on sticks that are currently over a roasting or over some burning coals.
Alright, we'll head over to the meat on stick.
All right. It's a dwarf that's running it. He has a little box to stand on so that he can keep an eye on the meats. He says,
Mhm.
"Well, hello there. What can I do for you?"
Yes, I'm here to ascertain for some of that meat on the stick. What is its name, and how much would it be to purchase, like, say, two or three of those, things?
Oh, well, this one right here is it's goat meat. This one over here is snake meat, and this one right here is some fish.
I'm taking the snake meat. I take the snake meat.
Oh, okay. That'll be 1 silver apiece.
All right. I'll just pass it over a silver.
All right, and
Prejudice.
he hands you a roasted snake on a stick.
What kind of snake is it?
It's too roasted to tell, but it has been beheaded. It has been descaled. It has been deboned. So it is just muscle. Pretty much muscle and fat. But I don't
It's
think
just in. Corvus has finally revealed herself to be prejudiced against snakes.
Basically,
Snakeism.
I mean, it's fine because the snakes are prejudiced against her as well.
But yeah, it's
Corvus is just basically just gonna munch on this thing. like viciously, like stabbing it like on its torso.
It's on a
Even
stick.
though-
It's all torso.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
on it.
all
It's like
Mhm.
on a stick. Like they stabbed it through the tail and then coiled it around the stick and then stabbed it through where the head would have been.
like okay, like in the middle of
Actually,
me,
no, they
like
probably would have.
stabbing.
They would have stabbed it like every coil would have been stabbed through. Honestly, but either way, it's already been stabbed multiple times with the same stick, so that pieces
And I'm
don't
just
fall
gonna-
off.
And I'm just gonna keep on stabbing it while I'm taking bits of it every single time. I'm just basically going.
The
Make his
Something
own.
about that
the-
snake?
the dwarf looks at you with mild concern.
I was literally
She
thinking
really
mild
hates snakes.
concern.
She had some bad experiences with them.
Well, that's not uncommon. Definitely can't say I've ever seen a reaction like that, but lots of merchants and travelers these days have been having trouble with snakes, if you catch my drift. Ironically, the only time that they don't really have to deal with the snakes is whenever the sandstorms blow in.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about the Yanti. Just trying to.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, we had some run-ins with them.
Yeah, they got really aggressive about 3 or 4 months back.
Yeah.
And,
We noticed we were out in the desert at that time. They were being real
What?
meanies.
Well, yeah.
Wait, you're over there?
They're next to.
Like-
There's several carts next to each other. Like
I
several.
assumed they went to a faraway cart.
No, they went to. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rough. But at least the escort guild has gotten quite a financial boom from it.
Would you happen to know their prices, by the way?
Oh, that depends on which team you want to hire. You can always find them around the,
Competitive.
you can always find them around the gate.
Corvus is just gonna interrupt. Hey, wait. Who said anything about needing like some sort of escort for us? Like
Harry
I know-
did.
Like I'm just gonna say this. Don't you think like after how we performed today, like over here in the Coliseum, don't we think we're much more ready to deal with like the dangers of the desert now?
I don't know
Comparison to how
that one over there. That one over there with the looks like they went about like I don't know 2 or 3 rounds with Tiny.
That's tiny, though.
Yeah, she does better with a sword.
Oh,
Mhm.
you actually did fight Tiny?
Yeah, she did.
Oh god, wish I could have seen that. I'll have to ask my brother about that whenever he's shift.
Oh, no.
He always gets to
can
see the
ask
best
me.
fights.
No, Shopkeep. You can ask me. I could tell
I
you.
have
all
a name.
Oh, I'm
Is it?
sorry. I did not ask for it before. I did not
I'm
ask
not-
for it before.
I am not. Am I defined by being a shopkeep? Is this even a shop?
Yes.
No, it's a stand, a food stand. I am a cook, and I take pride in my work. I'm not some shopkeep.
All right, Chef. What's your name, by the way?
Yeah, what's your name? Trying to cozy up with me now?
I mean,
Fine.
Is his name on the cart? I bet it's on the cart.
As you look at the cart, it it does says Umatek
says?
Meats.
wait, what did you
Sorry,
just
what did
say?
you say?
Umitech. Sorry, I had to pull up dwarf name generator.
It's a dwarf?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, they're on a box. They're a
You
small
said
person.
you said UMITEK.
Yes.
Umtaka? Is that how you pronounce it?
Umatek. It's my last.
Umatek. Okay.
Yeah, me and my brother were the Umatek brothers.
Oh. Does your brother have another profession?
No, we cook meat and watch the fights.
Oh,
Sounds
then
like the
is he
life.
like inside? Is he inside the Coliseum, like working the people inside?
He's watching the fights while I work the people out here. What's with the third degree? I wasn't expecting some kind of inquisition.
I'm just proper curious. I'm just proper curious. It's you wanted me to know more about you by your nomenclature, so I wanted.
No,
to
I
learn
just
more.
wanted you to not call me shopkeep.
Yes, chef.
All right, get out of my
can
face,
appreciate
okay?
your fine
You're
craft,
not
Mr.
allowed to
Chef.
buy any more of my meats. All right, you can go somewhere else. You can go piss off someone else.
Unitech. They have the meats.
I'm all right. I'll take my business elsewhere, even though I didn't do anything wrong to offend you.
Oh yeah, I
They
didn't
have
do anything
some
wrong to
meat.
offend the shopkeep. God, that's
Like
all I
Corvus-
am to you, aren't I? Just a
Corvus is
person who
just like-
sells the meats.
Yes.
Corvus just
Corvus,
puts
you could have just
puts up
referred
a
to him as sir.
would have been the same thing. He would have gotten upset anyway.
No, I think it would have gone over
have
better.
good track record with that.
Honestly, that man, I don't know what's up with him. Probably he's just a bit stubborn.
I don't know.
I didn't even.
So
pretty sure he
I'm
can
still
still hear you.
hungry.
Let's just go to another place.
I'm eating my delicious lemon.
Has
chef.
it been long enough that I can try again?
Try again. What? Looking around?
Yes.
I mean, you're not the one that insulted Umatek. You could probably
Yeah,
get some meat from him.
Yeah, you could buy some meat.
Corvus is the one that got banned.
Yeah. Corvus is gonna get banned from every shop in Tapir at this rate.
I got an 8.
Well, there's delicious meats right in front of you.
Oh, I wanted pierogi.
The hell's a pierogi?
It's a type of dumpling, I think.
Well, I got meats on a stick. You want some goat
Do you
meat?
know anyone that bakes meat into a pie? Or like a dumpling shape?
Well, there is someone who does do meat pies.
Yeah? Where's
Yeah. They're a little bit down, like 3 or 4. They're about 3 or 4 down, and they're the Dragonborn. You see over there? Yeah. Her name's.
Do
Yes, you do. As he's pointing it out.
Okay, yay.
That's Brilby. She makes some good meat pies. But hey,
Ruby or Brilby?
Brilby, Brylbi.
Brilby.
Yeah, she appears to be a red dragonborn. She's using her flame breath to keep some of the meat pies warm by igniting some coals.
All right, I'm gonna walk over there.
Wait, hey! Don't you want to buy a thing? Don't you want to buy some meat on a stick?
I would choke on the stick.
Yeah. That's how my mom died. All right, so
Levere takes off his hat and He's not wearing a
Yeah,
hat.
you're not wearing the hat anymore.
Levere holds a hand over his heart and lowers his head.
Yeah.
God's rest his soul.
Yeah. Anywho, we're carrying on the business.
Mhm.
All right. So as you walk up to Brilby, she is a red dragonborn. There are many meat pies. You can't really identify any of the meat from one way or another. Wait, actually, what languages do you speak?
Common, infernal, and undercommon.
Yeah,
Just
no,
kind of
probably
following
not.
Gucci while eating.
yeah, you can't. You can't tell. They have a the meat pies have a crust on top of them, with weird lettering poked into it. Because that's how that's the trick we used to identify pies whenever we made them growing up. Was to poke letters into the pie to indicate what was in it, like putting an A in the apple pie, in the crust of the apple pie, because that also poking those holes also created the vents for it to not explode.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Anyway, what do they say? Because I understand Draconic.
yeah, they're letters, but based on the selection of the meat on the stick, you could figure that some of the pies are snake pies, some of them are goat pies, some of them are fish pies. Those are some of the most common meats in this place.
Ironically, in the other game, the turtle would know how to read this because they use the same script. Anyway, I would like to try and smell which is the best smelling.
Probably the goat.
Alright.
It smells like
She just sees my little rat nose poke over the thing. Just gonna waggle.
Hey there, you looking for a meat pie?
Yes.
All right, which flavor?
That one. I kind of just poke a nose, at whatever line is the thing that smells the best.
All right, that's mutton. That'll be 1 silver, 3 copper.
I do like a lammy.
Yeah.
Where is my... How many silver?
1 silver, 3 copper, or 13 copper.
Yeah, I only have 12 copper, so I should do the silver. Oh, there we go. There you go.
All right. She hands it. She puts it in a cheap cloth to, insulate your hands from the warmth of the
Delicious meat
yes,
pie.
and hands it to you.
Okay. I will start munching on it.
All right. It's pretty good. It's somewhat spicy, but in a good way.
I will follow Levere around until I have finished munching. Just like eye on his tail.
All right. With food in hand, what is y'all's plan of action now?
We should probably head to the ship, unless we're wanting to pay for an inn.
All right. The inn I believe the inn that y'all stayed at last time you were here was the Laughing Lizard Inn in the Silver District, which is the one that's not cheap, but also not the expensive one.
Well, crew, what do you say? Should we stay at an inn or in the ship?
I'm fine with like a ship right now. Better to save our finances, honestly.
Sushi is continuing to eat and has started to get to the point that is covered in cloth, and she is eating the cloth as well as the pie.
Also, do you guys know any sort of like like bulletin board like around here, like at this plaza?
Can you repeat that?
Like, does anyone know where I could find like some sort of like a poster, like sorry, so some sort of like a bulletin, like around here, like at this like plaza?
For what reason?
Honestly, I honestly think it's now time a little bit of a payback.
Okay, this is me, the DM. I do not understand what it is you're asking.
Okay, well, I basically typed this out, but if you want to know the context, Corvus immediately after being banned from the store decided to take some parchment out of like her bags and just started writing out like a frivolous report on like on her experience with Umatek's
Oh, you want to
establishment.
you want to leave a bad Yelp review?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
I can't believe we have one of those in our party.
After everything, like I
I
did not even
can.
haggle. After everything was like not even haggling. Like you all saw me.
You're not supposed to haggle on street food.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
not a
just-
thing.
And also, last time you tried to haggle in this city, you tried to haggle down a 4 silver dress, which was already discounted.
I thought it was
down.
4 copper.
No, it was 4 silver down to 2 silver, and you didn't even have any silver pieces.
Well, in this case,
You
after
split
learning
a
from
gold
that,
for me.
I basically learned from that experience like at least give people a fair shot. But this time, the guy did not give me a fair shot after I was like kind enough to like listen to his reasonable demand, and he still banned me. So I'm sorry, but I need to get it back at him to maybe try to like give less attraction over to like his establishment if they want to listen, or better yet, warn people of his attitude if they get on his bad side.
I mean,
He's still eating her food.
Corvus,
mean-
do you not know that one of the things dwarves are best known for is holding a grudge?
Well, I'm just gonna say this: it's one.
To be
stop-
fair, so are crows.
Well, she's not a crow.
Oh God!
That's true.
she's a Sri Lanka magpie. Which okay, corvids in general do actually hold grudges, especially magpies.
Magpies are assholes sometimes.
Well,
They like stealing stuff.
it's because they have pattern recognition, and usually, and there's been a long history of blood feuds between humans and magpies, pretty much.
Really?
But
now?
if you wear an easily identifiable piece of clothing and are nice to the magpies, you won't be subject to swooping season.
Ooh, you know that's kind of very respectable for like some of those unevolved forms of my kind. Very courteous.
The non-anthro forms of my kind get into larders and eat people's rice.
I mean, it's all about survival, even if it means thievery. In that case.
They also live on ships and get into people's rice.
I'm seeing
That's
a bit
not
of a
fair.
theme.
They eat more than just the rice. They also eat into the meat supply.
All right, so where are y'all headed?
I am eating into the meat supply right now.
Are y'all
All I have left is the cloth, and I'm still eating it.
Are y'all going to the ship, or are y'all gonna rent out an inn room at the inn?
What do you say, Captain?
I think we should just go back to the ship for the night.
Aye, aye, Capitan.
Alright, I agree with your sentiments, miss.
Okay.
All right. So, by the time you get back, after all your getting food and just wandering around and stuff, it is. Let's see. It was like 4. I'll say that it's because it's fall. It's now starting. The sun's starting to go down. You still got about an hour of sunlight left, so it's around like 4:30ish, 4:45ish. And when you get back to the ship, when you do get on the ship, you can see that ramen Soba is in the middle of cooking some dinner.
I like that you had to look through to be sure which one was which, too.
Yeah.
Did you look at the emoji? 'Cause
No,
that's an easy
no,
way to-
no. I was going through my head and saying, okay, ramen is the mouse, udon is the fox, so that means soba is the red panda.
Look, they're all adorable.
Yes.
They're just different kinds of adorable.
When you come in, Ramen immediately closes the book she's reading and says, "Oh, you're back.
What you reading?
Oh, it's nothing. It's the book that you had that I had shown you before." And she holds up a this is the first time y'all have seen it. It's just a blank book with purple leather binding. No words on the cover to identify what it is. It's written in yeah.
Cool.
You probably wouldn't find it interesting.
I find things interesting. I promise.
I know, just this isn't one of them. It's not about fighting or anything. You can take a look if you want.
Yeah, sure. I'll try to take a look.
All right, roll an intelligence check.
Well, I do have above intelligence. Oh, no.
It's a lot of words you don't understand. There's some pretty pictures in it that are a little confusing to look at. It's written in Undercommon, but you can't make heads nor tails out of any of it.
Ah, right.
You think it might be a cookbook, actually?
Yes. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
That's
Words.
That's not what that says, but yeah.
Words. You got it.
Soba hands each of y'all some a bowl of soup.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice.
What kind of
my
bowl?
remaining lemon bread in the
Wooden
soup.
bowls.
Yeah, I was gonna say that like maybe she would choose to use a bowl that isn't edible. Also, I
Well,
will have some soup.
everything is edible for you.
Porcelain and rocks are harder.
You get through them if it's enough time.
Also, Biddy, can you get a little bit closer to your mic? Or turn up your gain?
Sorry.
I'm guessing
Ah,
you started
my pop
leaning
filter.
back. I
My
know!
pop filter.
Is that the seal one? Or is that Chalkview as it?
I have a seal. It's
Okay.
upside down and it smiles at me all the time.
Mine's just a generic black foam bulb.
Oh, okay.
Well, not really
I mean,
a
mine is
bulb.
also
It's
a black foam thing that goes
I
on
would
top. It
call
just
it
has
more
a seal painted on it.
Yeah,
I guess I would call it a bell.
yeah.
Foam bell.
Yeah. So, as you are as y'all are eating dinner, Ramen does ask, so, what are you doing? You're meeting someone in Revale?
Yes. I think.
Okay.
Over here? Where are we going? Captain?
No,
Bird?
everyone's muted.
Ah,
Absentee necromancer?
Sushi.
Yes.
We're going to Reveal to fight a cult, remember?
Oh. Weren't we gonna say hi to someone while we were there, though?
Don't think so.
Crap.
I don't really know anyone in Reveal.
To remind...
No,
oh, go
the
on.
person we were gonna say hi to was Perry here in Siller Mistal.
I thought we were going to talk to a noble person.
Yeah.
Have you... You haven't talked to very many nobles from Nislot.
Nasal lot?
The kingdom we're in?
Nisalot, the kingdom. We saved the queen's life.
Of nasal lot?
Nizalat.
Nisalot.
Nizalat.
Needle lat.
With an M. With an M.
Needle mouse.
With an N, like November.
With a letter.
Wh-
Like the alphabet.
The alphabet? She just has a blank look on her face.
Okay.
Meedle mutt?
Okay.
Meedle lot.
You've got a... Soba just pats you on the back and says, you've got a lot of work to do before you're, ready to go back home.
I do?
Yeah. How... you can't even pronounce the kingdom.
I thought I was just supposed to, like, gain strength and stuff.
Yeah, political strength. And also actual strength.
Political strength? How am I supposed to get political strength?
You get yourself in the good graces of nobles and stuff. Make them
Yes.
owe you stuff. She,
Ramen, how do I do this?
try to, I don't know, try to indulge yourself in their culture as a starting point.
Of course.
I've
I
got,
will learn of their history
I don't have any
so
of
that I may exploit it.
I don't have any of their, like, history off the top of my head, but I do know a few legends if you're interested.
Yes. I am fascinated. That
Okay.
sounds like a good idea.
All right. Which one do you want to listen? Do you want me to recite to you first? There's the Legend of the Wandering Sphinx, the Legend of the Nameless City. There's also the Grounds of Absolution. These are the ones I think that would interest you the most.
Hey,
Was it-
before Sushi gives her choice, who's reading again? So
Ramen.
For the notes.
Ramen, the mouse.
Okay.
She's a nerd.
Alright, I was just making sure it was Ramen.
I was
not-
also going to say nerd.
Yeah. So, which one are you choosing?
Did you say Wandering Sphinx or
Yeah.
was it Wandering City?
Wandering Sphinx, the Nameless City, and the Grounds of Absolution.
Nameless City.
Okay. Long ago, there was a prosperous city built around an oasis. The lord that ruled was beloved by all, and and his policies kept the people content. Their soil was fertile and their crops were bountiful, but not everyone in the city was satisfied. The Lord's trusted advisor was a greedy, power-hungry man who would forge the Lord's papers and mass policies to try and consolidate power for himself. When the Lord found out, he was outraged and sentenced the advisor to be executed. On his death, the advisor cursed the city to poverty, drought, famine, and ruination. It only took a few years before the oasis had completely dried up, and the crops withered, and eventually the city was abandoned and swallowed by the sands. Its name was forgotten, and its lord was forgotten. The only thing not lost to time was the advisor's name. It's a name said to bring misfortune to anyone that's unfortunate enough to share his name. It was Viraj Astora. She turns to you, Sushi.
Can you post that in the chat?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna put that in our list
Sushi
of known
is
people.
half-lidded, just like looking at her mouse.
Oh, okay.
Rajasaurus, right?
Viraj Astora. That's why people don't name
Right.
their kids Viraj anymore. The records actually can pinpoint the time frame that it actually happened because of it used to be a fairly popular name, but
I've never met someone named Viraj.
well, yeah, no one's been. It's been a name with bad connotations for the last, I don't know, few hundred years.
You'd think people would rather be named after that than like a demon, though.
I don't think I'd want to be named after either.
Well, you are named after a food, so
Yeah, your father was really weird about that kind of decree. If I can speak freely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Decree?
Never mind. Wait, it may not have been your father. Actually, it may have been the one before. I don't
Well,
know. It's been a long time.
I do know my father's name is Sashimi.
Okay,
So
then yeah, it wasn't him. Then it was the one that was before him.
weird.
Yeah.
But it is a tradition now.
You want to hear any of the others?
Yes, let's Lost Sphinx. I mean, Walking Sphinx.
The Wandering Sphinx. Okay.
Yes.
Long ago, there lived a sphinx. She was studious and eager to learn, but unfortunately, the more knowledge she gathered, the more hungry for it she became. One day, she met, well, some say that it was a powerful wizard, and some versions say it was a god of secrets and whispers, but either way, she met someone who knew many things that nobody should know. She became enamored and begged to be his student, and he agreed. She aided him in his experiments in vile magics, as long as it meant that she would learn things far beyond anyone else. It drove her to madness. She became a sort of guard for him, torturing those who opposed him in sick, twisted games, and he granted her a terrible curse as thanks, immortality, so that she may continue to grow her vast wealths of knowledge. One day the person vanished. The god version says he was defeated by a champion. The wizard version says an experiment forced him beyond the veil. But either way, without him, she was crushed. She left to wander the desert for centuries. They say that if you have a question you desperately need answered, you can wander into the sands and she'll reveal herself and an answer. Well, if you can manage to win her games. She looks at you, Sushi, eager for approval.
Sushi nods, looking at her. Ah, right, yeah, sounds like a good deal.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, she's immortal now, right?
Yeah, but it was a curse.
A lot of people are cursed.
I guess.
Most people I know are cursed.
I'm not.
My sword is.
Yeah.
I think my captain is cursed.
Okay.
Levere, are you cursed?
Am I there?
Yeah? This is being said at the dinner table on the ship
Oh,
while everyone's eating soup.
I look at my wrist. I don't think so.
Like, maybe.
I mean, if that wristband is a curse, then maybe Corvus could try removing the curse?
That's hasn't hurt me yet.
Captain, you're cursed, right?
She's muted.
He's muted.
Waiting for... Baron just got back, so I was waiting.
We'll say that Varen
Corvus
currently has a
Corvus
mouth.
would probably be scared of the Sphinx.
We'll say that the that Varen is currently has a mouthful of soup, and that's why she can't
Oh.
answer. Oh,
What?
Sushi has asked if you're cursed.
I mean, possibly.
I stand by my previous statement. I don't think it was that raw a deal for her.
whatever happened to that amulet? The one that you told me that y'all, you know, the one that was making people controlled by the person in the city last time we were here?
I think we got rid of that
Okay.
because it was
I think it
pretty
just broke.
detrimental.
It was removed from me, and then I think it broke.
Oh.
It did kind of keep you from helping us fight a devil
Yeah.
that was wearing an old woman.
Wearing an old woman.
That was pretty messed up.
It was pretty fucked up, I'd
Yeah,
say.
we haven't really talked about that with Cornello.
Did that
Yeah.
that had to do with the thing y'all are trying to stop now, right?
Maybe? I think it
I
was a
think
completely
technically
different
it was
cult.
the reverse.
The reverse in what way?
The people we were fighting that time hate people we're trying to fight this time.
I don't know if the angel guy had anything to do with the skin devil, or what was it called?
The flesh thief.
Flash the thank you, omniscient voice in my head.
No problem. Now I am off. My people need me. Omniscient Voice died on his way back to his own planet.
And thus was replaced by Morgan Freeman.
I can
Um,
smell you.
I'm creeping around the corner.
Well, I suppose we should agree to disagree. I'll listen to the third one, the third story.
Okay. Um, it's the grounds of absolution. Criminals are no stranger to bars, cells, sprigs, locks, and keys. There's one place you don't want to go. One place you don't want to be sent. A dark place where it doesn't matter who you are, what you did, or if you did it. It's a death sentence in of itself. The grounds of absolution. Its trials are a formality. Its judge always declares guilty. Its jury always declares guilty. Its judge always sentences death. The walls are filled with howls. The floors paved with blood. If you're lucky, you might rot in your cell until you wither away from starvation or dehydration. But if you're unlucky, you'll be called for combat, to fight for what they claim is your freedom. You might try and win, but always you're met with the executioner and the obsidian gate. It tears your bodies to shred and your soul is burned for eternity. That's what the stories say anyway. Before that place...
sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, the place was abandoned and left to rot like the people that were sent there. And eventually it was buried by the sands. If you're unlucky, you might even encounter it if it even existed. You might even meet the executioner. Ooh. She tries to make it spooky.
That's adorable. Sushi is laying down on her cushion.
Fallen asleep?
Yeah, she has her tail in her mouth, like a child.
Uh-oh. Seeing you asleep, she, her ears, like, droop and she looks dejected.
I'm gonna give Ramen a pat on the back.
It's...
How does your story happen?
What? It's fine.
What happened?
No, it's
Sorry.
fine. I guess that wasn't your... I guess I was wrong about it being in your realm of interest.
What?
Okay. Did you enjoy your soup?
Yes.
Alright.
She drinks the rest of it.
Alright. Let's get you to bed. They help Ramen and Soba help pick you up and bring you to your bedroom.
Yes, bedtime.
Yes.
And that takes like 30 minutes because I have to take off all my armor.
No, your armor is off. Because you're coming from the arena.
Then where did I put it on the way back?
Probably just carrying it on your back, or probably in Levier's, if Levier would allow it. I imagine carrying it on your back, probably.
I still need... Levier's just still sitting at the table. I need to get wood.
Yeah. So is there anything else y'all want to do before the day ends?
I would like to enter the currently abandoned room of Lorcax.
Alright.
I would like to see if he left his chess set.
Pretty sure he had it on him when he left. However, I will allow it.
All right. Would that be an investigation roll, or would I just like see it?
It's on the ground, open. The illusory pieces are still like it was in the middle of a game when it left. The board itself is covered in dust, and thankfully, because the pieces are illusory, they didn't get tossed about on the ship. It's actually, it would actually probably be like in the corner from where it slides.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah, it's covered in a layer of dust.
I'm gonna pick it up and just kind of like blow it.
All right. As you blow it, it's still got the pieces on it.
All right. There's got to be like a button on here somewhere, right? I'm like looking at like the bottom and the sides to see if there's a reset button.
Well, it's one that like it's a travel chest, so you can close it. The way it always worked was Lorcax would open it up and the pieces would spawn in place whenever he wanted to play.
Oh, so it's like it like latches and it opens up like bookwise.
Yes.
Got it. Close.
All right.
Open.
All right. You close it and then open it, and all the pieces. As you close it, the pieces that are on it seem to fade away, and then when you open it, all the pieces, including the ones that were missing, spawn in the correct spot.
Okay, good. Learning. I close it back up and chunk it into my my storage space.
All right.
Nice. That's all I've got, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to edit.
All right. What about
I-
you, Corvus? Corvus, anything you want to do before the end of the night? Or
Anything?
anything you want to do as before going to bed?
I guess for me, I think I just want to just step out of the ship with like Della to like try to train her up a bit, like at the dock.
The goose?
Yeah.
Okay, roll animal. Wait, first off, what is it that you're trying to train her to do?
Like recently I did like an attack command. Now I want to try to see if I could do like a bit of like a return command to like move her to safety if I'm able to get her to like be able to move away from danger.
All right, roll animal handling.
All right. Animal handling. Right
Oh,
here.
our captain just dipped.
Probably internet
Also
issues.
Also
She said
23 for
BRB.
you.
Yeah, that's good. So, how are you training it? Are you like just setting it down, running back, and like trying to call for it?
Yeah, first I let her out, like see how far she goes. Then I make the incentive right now with like some leftovers from dinner, using that as a bit of like a.
Dinner was soup.
Oh god dang it! Soup's not really good. All right, then I guess I'm just gonna have to like before I head out, I just basically look at the inventory for like any sort of like stored bread.
Yeah, there's hardtack. It's got
Yep,
some weevils
hardtack.
though.
Even better, she might even get rid of some of the pests. All right. I'll just
Okay.
go ahead and get some of that stuff out, and then basically like after giving her like a minute of like a movement area around the dock, I just basically toss like the toss the bread like in a certain direction, like with like a bird chirp, just being like a come here, Bella.
All right. It takes a little bit, like 5 minutes, before she finally like pays attention to you. But when you toss the hardtack on the ground, she does look at it. She does come back and look at it for a bit before like taking it, tossing it in the air, breathing fire on it, and then catching it in her mouth to eat.
All right. And then I'll just keep on doing that alongside with reinforcing the whole attack command, like at the end, just to be like a bit of a review.
Okay. All right. You teach her to come back, and when she does, all right, yeah, you teach her to come back with the promise of a treat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like and like her attack command, like I'm doing a little bit of training with the attack command. Is it like just her spewing fire out, or just mainly her attacking with like her beak and such?
Yeah. The attack command that you have, I believe it's mostly involves fire.
All right, that's more worth it, just for like another ranged effect. All right. I go ahead like and ask Stella to return and put her back like in her cage before I carry her off back to the ship.
All right. When you ask her to return, you still are giving her the hardtack, right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I
Just
am.
making sure.
I am not forgetting any sort of stuff after like realizing the first time of like dealing with Stella.
Yeah.
She's a troublemaker if you don't give her what she wants.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. With that out of the way, each of y'all retire back into your, rooms, and eventually sleep comes to you. Levere,
Hello.
you have a dream. It's not. It's windy, and you can barely see anything. It's the texture of this. It's like a sandstorm, but the texture doesn't feel like sand. It's more. It's more granular, not granular. It's smaller than sand, less abrasive. Still abrasive, but less so than sand. You see a figure walking, wearing a poncho and some heavy leather, a hat that is tied on a string to keep it from flying off, and some goggles. They have a bandana over their mouth to protect themselves from this dust, as you realize that's what's blowing about. Very briefly, you can see when the hat does fly off and is caught in the figure's neck, their hair is green. They put their hat back on and begin to move their hand in strange ways, and suddenly a massive gap in the dust storm opens, giving clear visual. The figure removes their bandana and goggles to reveal their golden eyes as they step forward, and you can see that there is some sort of tower a few hundred feet away. As they walk towards it, the figure, who you recognize now as being Mal, pulls out of their pocket a cube. It's a cube that is of similar make to that orb you found on your first mission. And they toss it in the air as they head towards the structure. And then you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
It's dawn
Ow.
when y'all all awake. So, what do y'all do?
I look at my cuddle.
Oh yes,
bottle.
all of you get a long rest.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
thank
I
God.
have no idea what just happened.
Lavir had a dream.
Yeah, Lavir had a dream.
We all got a long rest, which I really should have
Yeah,
figured out
yeah,
without being told.
yeah. Lavir had a dream about Mal finding something in a dust storm, in a dust bowl, and holding in their hand a cube that was similar in make, in design to that orb y'all found in the first mission.
Huh.
Now, whether Lavir shares this is up to Lavir.
I mean, yeah, probably. Just like, I had a weird dream. Mal was there. They were going towards a tower in the dust storm. Had a cube. Looked kind of like the Moth Temple orb.
That sounds a bit less like a dream and more like a vision or something.
Why would I have visions?
I don't know, your bracelet?
Maybe. It's a bracer, not a bracelet.
yeah.
Different.
Same thing.
Different.
Lavir is like the that one kid that insists it's not a doll, it's an action figure.
It's not a purse, it's a satchel.
Bracelet.
It's not a
Bracelet's
purse,
nothing
it's
but
a bag.
thicker, long bracelet.
Uh,
It goes on your arm or your wrist. It's like a bracelet.
oh my god, I just had the best idea for a magic item. Slap bracelet
Yeah.
daggers.
Didn't
I
I,
mean,
have
yeah,
a slap
didn't-
bracelet weapon at one point?
It was armor.
What was it? Oh, it was a shield.
Oh yeah,
A
the
sharp
slap.
shield.
Yeah, the slap bracelet
The slap
shield.
bracelet tower shield.
You get cut when it opens.
Yeah. So, what's y'all's plan of action for today?
We
Who
need to head
is
out.
Sushi currently cuddling?
All yes. You have a pile.
She wakes up in her cuddle puddle. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that this is now the. Let's see. Y'all left on the 24th, then it was 3 days to get there, so that would be. Put you at 20. I think it should be the 28th. So, 2 days until Sushi's birthday? 3 days?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
What day is it?
I believe it should be the 28th.
Let me look at 28th of Cirque.
I believe so. That's where the Raven Festival is in a few days.
Yes, it's in 2 days. If today's the 38th, then it's 2 days away.
Okay. Then yeah.
28th.
Yeah, so then Sushi's birthday is 2 days away. Are y'all going to head out today or wait until after the Raven Festival? Like, how much of a time crunch do you believe the stopping the cult leader, or
I
stopping
think
the
that's
cult?
up to the captain.
Okay.
I mean, personally recommending like waiting until after the Raven Festival has finished. That's me.
I don't know. I think the apocalypse is a little more important than Spooky Day.
I mean, it's not a strict timetable.
I mean, I'd rather not take any unnecessary risks. I think we should go ahead and just see if we can put a stop to this.
Alright. I guess I'm missing my first Raven Festival in a long time.
I mean, it would be your first Raven Festival in a year. They definitely celebrated the Raven Festival in Esfold.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
I mean,
first time in a long
We're
time,
breaking her
as in, like,
streak.
possibly all my life.
Breaking
Yeah.
her streak. Well, sorry, Corvus. I know you like your god and all, but you know, kind of can't worship her if everyone's dead.
Technically you can. But it's just...
I mean, I suppose it would be kind of convenient at that point, right?
Yeah, well, not all of us have not all of us have an afterlife waiting up for them. So maybe we should go solve the world.
Alright.
What about my birthday?
Wait, your birthday's tonight?
Udon. Sorry, I had to remember which one was which again. Udon pulls out a box wrapped in some parchment and twine and said, the box is about well, let me think. I guess about 12 feet long by like, or not 12, not 12 feet. 12 inches long by would that be like 6 inches? No, like, yeah, 6 inches wide and about 4 inches in depth. And says, well, we were saving this for your birthday. We pitched in to get this, but we think that if you're gonna head out, it's better to receive it before than after.
Okay. Lavier, could you hold this for me?
Olivia rolls his eyes and opens his door and throws it in. Not throws.
Sushi is...
puts it in.
No, don't throw it.
Wait, so you're not opening it now?
No.
Okay.
I'll wait a few days.
Okay. All right.
Not her
So.
birthday yet.
Okay. We hope.
What, do you open your Christmas presents when you find them?
No. But if
Exactly.
if someone gives me a Christmas present early because they're not going to be able to give it to me on Christmas, I will.
If it's like a digital thing, then yeah, I'll start playing it because it's cool and fun to play video games. But if it's a physical package, I'll wait.
I open it so that they know how much I like it.
I don't remember if I opened the concertina immediately or if I waited until my birthday.
Yeah. All right.
Still need to practice.
So y'all are heading out today?
The captain says.
All right.
That we will. So we do, I guess.
As y'all head to the gate, you can see that there seems to be a caravan that like a merchant's caravan exiting with with an escort to guard them, and you do see that there is a building with a sign, a new sign. You can tell it's new because it is not weathered by sand from the frequent sandstorms. That says Escorts Guild. And that is where you want to go if you have if you want to hire someone to guide you and give a little bit of extra muscle. Or you can just rent a wagon or a wagon and go out on your own.
Well, Captain, what do you think?
Thorn?
We just go ahead and go.
Okay.
You think we got it?
Onward!
Let's go. Oh, by the way, DM,
Yeah?
like when we were leaving the ship, I decided to like bring someone along with us.
Who?
Don't tell me you brought the goose.
Stella.
I'm going to veto that.
Dang it!
Sorry.
Thought I would be ready yet to use her.
I think you should probably...
Bring the Cobra chicken?
I think you should... I'll talk to you after...
About it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it after. But she is not ready in the slightest.
You need to like pay
Okay.
someone to train her.
Yeah, or get multi-class into Beastmaster Beastmaster Ranger. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Or wait,
Maybe.
or yeah, you'd need to I mean, you could multi-class into the ranger that can have animal companions.
Uh-huh.
Like, I won't stop you.
Decisions.
So, y'all are just heading out. Renting a. So, the wagons here have wheels for sticking to the road, but also they have a.
I'll be right back. I gotta go help my mom.
Okay. They also have a mechanism to.
Someone update the notes while I'm gone.
All right. They also have a mechanism to effectively turn it into a sled for when you end up on the sand. So renting a wagon itself is going to cost about 50 gold here, and horses are going to cost about 10 gold each.
Captain, please. I think we need a haggle. Can't just use up a lot of stuff here. This is our chance.
Or,
Please
sorry,
cut
not
up
horses,
the price.
camels.
Okay.
Camel.
Yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Camel,
Makes
the
more
camel.
sense.
The person that is running the rental says, "Yeah, sorry about the prices. We had to change the prices because of all the just because of how dangerous it's gotten."
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Are you gonna rent them?
Yeah, how many do we need?
You could all fit in one wagon. Most of the crew is small.
It's alright.
Yeah. Are you getting 1 camel or 2?
How many camels do you think we're gonna need?
Well, if you get 2 camels, you can get there in about 5 days. But if you get 1, it'll take probably closer to either 7 or 8. To Ditbach. And you still need to go from Ditbach to Reveal. I believe. I'm gonna double check the map.
Okay.
Where's the map? World map. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Ditbach is halfway between Silimsal and Reveal.
Okay.
So it'll be about that distance, and then the distance again to get to Reveal.
Let's get 2 and we'll make sure to get them some feed and stuff too.
Alright. All in all, it's probably gonna cost you about... You said you're getting 2?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We'll say that they give you the whole... they let you rent the whole lot for a down payment of 100 gold. Just to make things simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take that from the party fund then.
Alright. And if you return everything, well, except for the feed, obviously, but if you return the camels and wagon, you'll be able to get half of that back.
Okay.
Alright. So, y'all are heading into the desert. The, well, actually, the person running it says, y'all got goggles, right? It's, the season of the sandstorms, so you're gonna want some goggles.
Yeah, let's go buy some goggles.
Well, you got some for sale, because, you know, it's not uncommon for people to not be prepared. Like, I'm not judging anything, but, y'all
Feel
don't
like
seem...
you're gonna try to upsell us some
No,
goggles.
y'all don't seem like locals, so, I'll, sell you...
We're not.
Yeah, I'll, sell you some, goggles for 2 silver apiece.
Oh, wait, I was gonna try to get my watch enchanted. Crap.
Friend will hand over. Wait, who else coming? Is it like
It's Corvus, Levere, Sushi, and you.
Okay.
Corvus already
The
has
crew.
goggles, though.
Okay.
She does?
I'll hand over.
Yeah, the dark vision
I'll hand over
goggles.
6
Yeah.
silver
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Okay.
Guess they're multi-purpose then.
Yeah.
Got my own free stuff.
All right. They hand you some sand-resistant goggles. They're a little scuffed, but you can still see through them, which is fine enough. And
Some orbs.
huh?
I want orb. No. Okay.
Okay. Now, if you get caught in a sandstorm, do your best to try and like get a cloth over your mouth, because you don't want to be breathing sand in. Sand gets everywhere. Alright, so looks like everything's set up. Try to come back in one piece, or at least bring the wagon and camels back in one piece.
We'll try.
Alright. So, as you head into the desert on your first day, one of y'all roll a d20. Just a
I'll do it.
just a straight
Hi, I'm back. What did I miss?
just a straight d20.
What did I miss?
Y'all did not hire
14.
someone to help guide you, and y'all rented 2 camels and a wagon for 100 gold. And if you bring them back, you'll get 50 gold. Varen also bought some goggles for you to wear in case of sandstorms. All right, 14.
14.
All right, go ahead and roll a d6.
6.
6.
Yep.
All right. So, you're traveling you're traveling on the road. You're only a few hours away from Silimistal. The sun is beating down on you as it's rising into the sky. It's maybe around 10 or 11 right now. And in the distance, you see a massive cloud of sand coming towards you, directly in the path of the of the road, and it's barely even 10 minutes before it hits you full on. You could try to press ahead in this pretty much zero visibility. You could try to press ahead and hope that you stay on the road, or you can sit and wait it out and lose a day of travel.
Let's push ahead.
Honestly, agree if it's a world-ending threat.
Look, if we're going to be pushing ahead from parties, we might as well push ahead through a sandstorm.
Okay. What do you say, Captain?
Hello?
I think sandstorms are dangerous, and it would not be a good idea to try and navigate when we're not terribly familiar.
By the way, y'all would be shouting this, because it's also hard to hear as the wind whips by.
Alright,
I'm just saying, we just keep going.
Aaron's gonna
But-
try and find a
Sushi,
place to
I can't see my
get
hand.
to that's safe.
I can't see my hand, nor the back of your head.
Good place to camp out. Get out of the storm.
All right, y'all. You pull off. You pull off the road, not too far off the road, and hunker down. The
Can I
sand.
close up? Can I close up the wagon?
Yes, these wagons are made to withstand sandstorms.
Are the camels gonna be okay?
Yes,
we are.
the camels are dressed, prepared for sandstorms. Someone will just have to go out during feeding time to make sure that they don't eat sand. But sandstorms are not infrequent, and based on the supplies you've been given, you can tell pretty obviously that the people who live here are generally prepared to deal with them. And so, as you hunker down, you did get sand in the wagon before you managed to close it up. So there is sand on the floor and in your armpits and any crevices of clothing.
It's a good thing I have scales.
Prestidigitation, some of it, and then after that, I'm gonna ritually cast Layman's Tiny Hut.
All right. After 10 minutes, the sound of the sandstorm ceases.
Mystical chair will send you into the past.
You do manage to get. See, it's 10-foot or 10-foot radius, right? Correct?
10 foot. I think so. Yeah, 10-foot radius.
All right. And what color do you make it?
I'm gonna try and make it blend in with stuff around us.
All right, so sand colored.
Yeah.
All right. So, As you step out of the wagon, you did thankfully get the wagon and the camels in. It's a little cramped with the camels until you unhitch them from the wagon and let them sit down beside it. They take up the wagon and camels take about half the tiny hut. But
Captain,
Yeah.
there may be a problem when we're done.
What's that?
as you
This dome is impermeable to sand, correct? Where do you think the sand is going to go?
yeah, you can see the
I
sand.
might not be able to get out, but somebody can always like reach out and kind of move stuff around. I mean, we could see it through the dome.
Yes, you can. There's you can see the sand buffeting the dome. Being not in the wagon, you can very very quietly hear the faint hum of the wind and the tiny and the very quiet tinks of the sand. But as you sit and wait it out, that lasts 8 hours, correct?
I'll check.
Okay.
Tiny hut. Yeah.
Okay. So, as you wait in the hut, you can see the sand piling up. It gets about maybe 4 feet. It buries the hut maybe about 4 feet on the walls by the time it ends, which is about 5 hours later. So around like 6 hours later. So around 5. And you can see the sun
I guess
is.
we'll be playing cards.
Yeah, cards and chess.
Nice.
So you'll basically have until shortly before sunset to occupy yourselves in this hut.
I say we play a game of tumble.
Aaron's gonna keep an eye out for anything.
All right, roll perception with disadvantage because low visibility.
14.
14. It's hard to see anything. You could have swore you made out the shapes of maybe someone passing by on the road, maybe, or it could have just been the wind blowing the sand in a weird way. It's hard to tell. But the sandstorm is way too strong.
All right, let's play pyramids.
All right. So you spend the next few hours playing various card games to pass the time. Eventually, after this, eventually the sand finally dies down. There has been sand built up around the walls of the dome. Thankfully, not all the way to the top. You're not completely buried.
I would have had somebody, like, reach their arms outside the dome and kind of push things around away
Yeah.
from the dome periodically.
Hey, you know
to keep
know
it from
who'd be-
becoming a problem.
You know who'd be really great at that? The person with a burrowing speed.
But when it dies
Yeah.
down, you can see the sun in the west is just about to set. You've lost a day of travel because of the sandstorm. And you're only like 4 hours away from Sillermistal. So, how do y'all handle the night as the temperature begins to rapidly drop?
I mean, we can always move during the night. That's sometimes best in a desert.
Do remember it'll be quite cold.
Yes.
Moving with even with that
Thankfully,
uncomfortableness.
all of us are warm-blooded.
Like, are we sure about that specifically?
Is our kobolds warm-blooded or not?
They're cold-blooded. They
They've been
Yeah.
in extreme cold, they have to eat twice as much rations in order to avoid exhaustion.
Alright. Look, we can get moving. I'll just hug Levere. Does that make everything better?
Trying to
Alright.
do a tauntaun thing. All right.
Well, traveling through the night since
I would rather not.
traveling through the night since you were awake during the day means y'all will have to roll a Constitution save to avoid exhaustion each
Why
hour.
didn't
Oh,
we sleep while we
Levere's
were
gonna go to
waiting?
sleep.
Okay. Levere's going to sleep on the. All right, who's gonna?
Fine.
Take shift.
He kind of can't be awake.
Yeah, it
That's why she was giving him a hug. Cousin Levere
Oh
was
yeah.
a hug.
By the way, I will say when y'all were in the tiny hut, it was not super hot because tiny hut you can do temperature control, I believe.
Yeah, it would have been completely comfortable.
Air condition.
could have slept in the tiny hut. But no.
Y'all still can.
Hmm.
The major issue, though, is that because it was a decently okay 70-something degrees inside the tiny hut, there's not a super lot of heat trapped inside of the wagon.
Oh, yeah. So,
it's sleepy time then.
y'all pushing forward or trying again in the morning?
Like it's a bit unpredictable.
We're gonna let everybody else sleep and she'll, guide the camels and continue on.
All right, roll a
Brenna, lean
Constitution.
up.
Roll a Constitution save.
Going to.
22. All right. You managed to avoid exhaustion for the night. I should roll for the camels. Because, let's see. Okay, oh wait, what was it? It was... what was... Okay.
Well, they got to rest during the day
Yeah.
when we stopped, so.
Alright, one of them manages to push forward with a natural fucking 20.
Nice.
One of them is perfectly fine. The other, however, is starts to slow down and have trouble keeping up once it gets around dawn. Though you do avoid exhaustion, around dawn you are still getting tired.
Alright, who goes next?
One of the camels does have a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
It is the sun is beginning to rise and the desert is beginning to warm up. I will say you did make back that day of travel. So you have traveled one day by traveling through the night. What's your plan of action now on day 2?
Vern's gonna go to sleep.
All right. Are y'all gonna sleep through the day and travel at night, or are y'all gonna keep making the camels go forward?
Oh, the one camel needs to rest for sure.
Honestly, maybe like just keep the one camel that seems a lot more winded, like inside the car to like try to give him rest. While the
That
other one just want to go
That's
for a
not.
sleep.
That's
the
not how
wagon's
that
not
works.
The wagon's
Dang
not gonna
it.
be able to handle a whole ass camel sitting inside of it.
Dang
Yeah.
it. Hmm.
How about we just sleep this time, and next time we...
I just woke up.
Mm.
All right. Are y'all doing Tiny
Okay,
Hut
how
again?
about Corvus and Levere drag the wagon in place of the camel?
Wait.
I
Why are
have
you
an idea.
But
Oh, what is it?
I could potentially polymorph someone or something for like an hour.
For an hour that
what are we gonna
could
do
drain a
about
lot
what
of
are we
your
gonna do about
stamina.
the other camel though?
I mean, I guess I could polymorph just the camel into something else. Make it
Uh,
easier for us to keep going for a bit.
Honestly,
Well,
that sounds
if
like a
you
smart plan.
unhitch the camel and walk it behind, it should get rest, some rest that way. Of course, it won't get like a full rest until we rest, but it wouldn't be too bad. Who wants to be the camel?
Okay, I bite, or should I say peck?
Okay, Corvus wants to be a chocobo.
All right, Corvus. Now you get to experience the wonderful sensations of being a mammal.
Okay.
Okay, the way you're making it sounds like it seems utterly unpleasant.
I have no idea. I'm a reptilian. I'm a
Very,
dragonoid.
Y'all are basically
very fast
cousins.
for Corvus. Corvus is like, what is all this lactating? When is that gonna start?
Hey,
Please,
whenever
no.
you're
This
ready,
isn't that.
Corvus, just get into position.
All right.
Corvus gets to experience having lips for the first time.
Varen's gonna like pull out like her little flute. I keep forgetting what kind it's called.
Ocarina?
Just yes. Blow a couple notes through it. A
All
little
right.
glitter's gonna pop out, and she's gonna do that and blow it towards her, and then there's just gonna sparkle, and then if Corvus chooses to, she can fail the save for polymorph.
I'll fail to save intentionally.
All right. So, Corvus, you like get really thirsty for a moment, as you suddenly your feathers shift into a sandy fur. Your beak becomes more fleshy. Your back grows heavy and pushes you down on all fours as your hands turn into hoofs, and 2 humps grow onto your back, and becomes harder to think because when you polymorph, unless you're a druid or a shape changer, you don't get to keep your intelligence. You are now as smart as a camel.
Oh my god, she gained 2 intelligence.
As you're sitting here in the desert, your humps filled with water, and the thirst is quickly dissipating. You're digging this weather. This is a fine place to be.
Like, wait, what's my intelligence score? Like as a camel?
Let's find out. I'm pulling it up right now.
Camel,
2
you have 2 intelligence
and 8
2
wisdom.
and 5 charisma.
Yeah.
Wait,
But you got
wait.
16 strength and 14 constitution.
You said 2 intelligence. You said 2 intelligence. Like,
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
an animal. You're stupid.
You're an idiot.
Alright, that's.
You are stupid and an idiot.
You cannot read.
Yeah. You recognize you recognize the people. You don't, and you know that you had a goal. Like, you recognize your allies and you understand that you had a goal. But anything in between that is confusing to you.
I'm just
Well,
gonna like
let's
just
hitch her up.
grunt and
All right,
Yeah, let's hitch her up.
the shiny one, whose name you can't remember, puts a thing in your mouth and puts you in front of this thing.
Big thing.
And what are y'all doing with the exhausted camel?
Just kind of like, I guess
Hitch
just
to the
tie
back.
some rope to it and tie the rope to the back of the wagon.
All right.
Kind of like, just leading it. So it doesn't get like the it doesn't have to use its muscles much, just has to walk. It's a lot
Okay.
easier on the camel.
We're gonna go
That's
a little
how.
bit slower
That's what you do with
paced.
horses. You switch between you take 4 horses, you lead 3 of them, and then you switch which one you ride, so it exhausts it slower.
Okay. All right.
I like horses.
All right. So, as you go back into sleep, and y'all start traveling, just an extra hour. Question: do you want to roll to see what happens during the day, or do you want to roll when y'all travel at night? Because
I vote Levere rolls next. I don't care when.
okay, but Are we-
Levere, what's your choice?
yeah, do you want to roll
no.
now or later? Because you're only going to get an extra hour of travel out of this.
Now in later bars.
Probably best to not get assaulted while our captain's still got 7 hours of sleep left.
All right. So, the travel ahead is uneventful, thankfully, for an hour. Point of order, Corvus does not have goggles as a camel.
She's fine.
Be fine.
Yeah. But
They have thick eyelids.
as you're traveling along the road, it's pretty uneventful for an hour. Varen, in your sleep, you get like a tingle in the back of your brain to let you know the polymorph's about to fade. Do you wake up and do something or continue sleeping?
I mean, they'd know that it would end, so I figure I'd wake up and then do the dome and make it all. I can rest and sleep.
All right. So then let's see. Sunrise is about 7:30. So it's around 8:30. So that means it would end around 4:30 ish. No, wait, doesn't sound right. 2:30. The dome would end around 2:30. All right. Corvus. Suddenly, like, very quickly, you remember things. You are hanging by the beak. You are hanging by holding your beak in the brittle. You're too short to touch the sand. And you can hear Varen starting to chant as the camels have stopped. The one that was lagging behind just walks up right next to the wagon and just like refuses to move, lays down, and starts to go to sleep. After about 10 minutes, the dome goes up, and y'all have about 8 hours of safety before it's time to travel again.
Camels will be taken care of, and then Baron's gonna make sure she sleeps.
All right.
Oh, we've got 8 hours. Let's spar. Rah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take a nap after feeling like walking for quite a bit.
I'll fight Levere. Let's go.
Then
One
we
on one, me
fight.
bro.
I don't know if
1v1.
Silver. I don't know if Silver feels we have time to actually like full on have a spar. So do you just want to like roll some d20s?
First
and see
blood.
who
Yeah.
wins?
No,
Yeah.
just first blood.
Just roll just do rollies. Do
All
eight
right.
No.
8 rounds of rollies. One for each
All
hour.
right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do it 1d20 at a time so we can see what numbers are there.
Yeah.
All
Alright.
right.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1.
Oof.
Oh, I didn't press the thing.
All right.
Okay.
Sushi wins the first out.
Tally won.
Yeah, Sushi
Tally
wins.
won.
Huh?
Tally won.
Yeah, Sushi wins the first spar, and then y'all take an hour to rest. Or y'all rest until the next hour. Number 2, how do you win? How do you
Oh,
How
win?
do you
first blood.
strike me?
Oh, okay.
Claw.
All right. So, hour 2, rollies.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh. Oh!
Hi.
Hi.
Y'all spend like half an hour fighting without either of y'all drawing blood, and decide to take a rest until the next hour because y'all weren't getting
We
anywhere.
just both get. I just get really sweaty, and I don't know. Does Levere sweat? Levere, do you sweat?
Silver, do kobolds sweat?
No,
Some lizards can sweat, so it could be.
it's been
possible.
established that kobolds do not sweat. Like that was the whole thing about how like why
Do rats sweat?
through their tail. They can only sweat from their tail. I know that because
So
of House.
Sushi's tail ends up shiny like a Greek wrestler. The rest of her is just kind of panting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, hour 3.
Let's let Chalkfee get the thing up. Do you have it? Are you ready?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Ready.
1, 2, 3. Roll. Shit.
Ah, fuck.
Haha!
Uh,
My wiener.
still tired from your last sparring round. Y'all are very clumsy. But eventually Levere manages to draw blood. How do you draw blood?
I teleport behind her and stab her in the shoulder.
All right. Mark off one of your teleportation things, and then you rest until the next hour. Rollies number 4.
3,
All right.
2, 1, go.
Oh
Eat
fuck.
Eat my entire nuts.
Oh yeah. How do you do that? How does a nat 20 win a sparring round?
I break her back rib.
Oh
No.
god. It's just like
No.
Bane. What is this Disneyland bullshit? I just like seeing him get hurt.
Just fucking run in and just uppercut her.
Oh, just right at the start of the session. It's the last thing she'd expect.
Nah, just a couple rounds and, being more just, like, flitting back and forth before then, and then just, when she's least expecting it, just fucking dash in and just...
Alright. So, round 5. Go!
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Crap.
Levere wins again. I throw a knife at you.
Wait, what'd you get?
I have won 1, lost 3, and tied 1.
I got
Oh, let me refresh. Because it didn't say.
16 beats
1,
10.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I rolled a 16.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to refresh because the game log wasn't updating. Alright. How do you get that hit? How do you draw blood for round 5?
I don't know.
Alright. Just say you step on her foot to distract her and then get her in the arm. Y'all want to continue sparring for the next 2 rounds?
Yes.
Alright.
I think there's
Wouldn't it be
3
3
more
rounds?
actually.
Wait, that was 5?
Yes.
Okay, yes, 3 more
We
rounds.
tied once, and I won once, and Levere's won 3 times.
Okay.
Sushi could
Have
still
fun.
win this.
I mean,
Yes.
best. Oh wait, yeah. What? Oh, yeah. You can still
She
win.
has to win all. She has to win all the 3 next ones, but she could still win this.
All right. So, 3, 2, 1, fight. 10, 17. Oh.
Ah!
All right. How do you get that blood? How do you get round 6?
I cut off the tip of his tail. Like, just a very tiny tip.
That's gonna take
Ow.
like. Once it scabs over, it'll take like a week to heal.
I'm
You know,
gonna have
like-
to wrap
you know,
that
like
in
when you
cloth.
get-
There's so much sand.
You know when you get, like, the tiny, tiny tip of your, like, finger cut off?
No,
Or
I haven't
something.
had that happen.
I
But
don't. I don't typically deal with cutting things that close to my fingers.
Yeah.
You
So-
cut your fingernails?
I bite
don't
my
cut my-
fingernails.
I mean, I do use a clipper, but I don't like. I don't snip my flesh.
You've never accidentally snipped your flesh?
No.
No, I've never
Ugh.
accidentally cut the tip of my finger off with nail clippers.
Yeah. Anywho, round 7. Ready, set, fight.
Ah!
Ooh. Y'all are,
Oh.
ooh. How do you win round 7, Sushi?
I bite Big Nom. Big Nom.
You just
Nommy Nom.
bite Levere on the arm?
I was thinking like upper shoulder or like
Oh.
bicep.
Alright, you
My
so
booty.
you circle around and just jump on his back, bite into his shoulder. Alright.
Now for the deciding round.
Yes, it's 3v3 with 1 tie. So this is the
Come
deciding
on,
round.
Nat 20 ties. Come on, Nat 20 ties. Or Nat 20 versus Nat 1. I'm voting for one of those two. Or Nat 1 ties.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, fight!
Come on. Ah, fuck.
Oh! Y'all are exhausted from your 8 hours of sparring, and y'all are very clumsy. But eventually, Levere, how do you get the deciding cut?
Hold on.
How do you want to do this? I think this warrants that one.
I'm gonna get tail revenge.
Oh. You cut off the tip of her tail?
I'm gonna cut off the tip of her tail with my my rapier.
Alright. Luckily, it's only the... Luckily, you only get the flesh part and no bone, so it just has to scab over. But yeah.
You know, I heard of this ancient mythological figure that liked to eat kobold tails.
Boo. All right. Varen, go ahead and get a long rest.
Fine.
As you feel the tiny hut is starting to fade. I believe it should be about, let's see, 8, 4. Oh no, I guess it would be 4:30-ish. So you got about an hour of sunlight before the tiny hut ends. Or no, you got an hour of sunlight left to travel with before it starts to get cold.
Nap time.
Yeah. I think we can do one more random encounter. Someone roll a d20. I think y'all said you wanted Corvus to do it next.
No, Chalkfee said she wanted me to do it.
Okay, then roll a d20.
9.
Roll a d6.
4.
4.
If this is a combat, I think we should probably save it for next time.
Nope. As you once you're traveling through the night, right, Varen?
Hmm?
You're traveling through the night?
Yes.
All right. It's around midnight-ish when you start to feel the wind pick up. Starts to pick up really hard, and sand starts to blowing as another sandstorm blows in.
Really?
Half the things
Then again,
are
I was
evens
gonna
are
say probably,
sandstorms.
Like half the events.
Yeah, evens are sandstorms. Odds are not. That's all I'll say.
All right. I guess it's nap time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like we're switching back to traveling in the day.
Yeah. Sorry. This is why you should have hired a guide.
Well, anyway, I think that's
Yeah,
it
let's
for
go ahead
today.
and let's go ahead and end it for the day. As we'll pick up in the morning after the sandstorm. I'm assuming you're gonna tiny hut again,
Tiny hut. Tiny hut.
so that
Tiny hut.
don't
We
get
can
covered in
just tiny
sand.
hut. We can climb into a dome.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. A tiny hut.
So
We'll just cast tiny hut.
thank you everybody for watching.
What's the comment challenge?
Well, we'll get to that after we advertise all the other shows on the channel.
I thought we did it before.
No, the comment challenge is the last thing we do before the sign off.
All right.
So,
well, there are other D&D games.
yes, Chalkfee is running Curse of Strahd.
And eventually that will be switched out for another game. Currently, we are considering which of 4 different games that it will be. We would ask for votes, but I don't remember which ones they are.
One of them is Call of Cthulhu. And Biddy of an
There's also Isekai, and
Yeah.
there is going all the way back to Sacred Grove, which some of you may remember from the first thing I ever put on the channel.
like 2 years ago. Yeah, it was like
It's been a fucking long time.
We've gone through we've gone through a campaign and a half since on your channel.
Mini campaign.
Anywho,
Mine are short.
yeah, yours last about a year each.
I really should.
So
There's a trial end soon, though.
So there is also on the channel, Biddy and I are playing Ace. Well, we finished Ace Attorney.
Yes.
And now, we beat the 4th trial and got the credits and all that. So we are done with Ace Attorney. I won't have any comments.
We're not doing the bonus. We're not doing the bonus trial.
Look, we've been playing Ace Attorney for 3 months.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
You know what you should play?
be.
What are you gonna play?
So look forward to Minish Cap on Friday. There's also Tabletop Thursdays where Biddy, Chalkvi, and I play Tabletop Simulator, and sometimes we have a guest player. Last week it was Scraps, and this week...
This week, it's no one.
Yeah, this week it's... Actually, it was 2 weeks ago that it was Scraps. Last week it was no one. This week it's also no one.
Probably.
Yeah, we are playing Munchkin again. Cthulhu this time. Because last time we played Munchkin,
And it took too long, and it
we
went
played
wrong.
Munchkin. We played Munchkin Bites.
Yeah, we played Munchkin Bites, and we were all nice to each other, didn't screw each other over, and that caused both Biddy and my internet to cut out, so we never got to see the finish of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're never gonna do that
Yeah.
again. We're never gonna be nice, because
Yeah.
that's what Curse said.
Obviously.
Look,
Munchkin...
I was holding on to a curse for until like Sushi got to level 8.
Oh yeah, no, I was holding on to
I've been
curses
nice
too.
the whole time. I should have just been stealing levels from Silver, because as a vampire I could.
Oh, I had a nuke.
I had a
nuclear option.
I had a curse card in my hand that would cause big items to vanish.
Yeah. So
Which would have destroyed your entire +8 coffin.
Yeah.
Well, there is also occasionally Silver and Biddy's little podcast as well.
Occasionally? We do that weekly.
We do a weekly
I don't know.
Yeah. So,
You're not invited.
Yeah.
Not possum.
Yeah. So, definitely catch that. I don't remember the
And
stories.
before I make an Australian possum character just to stare from the background.
I don't remember.
Anyway,
I don't remember the stories that we had, but definitely go check them out. There is also I play Hollow Knight on Mondays, and my boyfriend Scraps plays. I think we're gonna be finishing up Jack and Daxter.
Hey, Biddy,
With
What?
and
you should play Dwarf Fortress and put it on.
we
the
are
channel.
going to play Dwarf Fortress after Minish Cap.
Yeah.
We already have plans.
We have plans.
We have plans.
Nerds.
Comment challenge of the day.
Spoiler it for the entire
Yeah,
channel.
we were going to save it for after we beat Minish Cap, and now you spoiled it.
You're nerds. You're nerds.
You say playing
Now
Dungeons and
everyone will know
Dragons?
the tales of Homestuck, the terrible place.
Oh god, I forgot about that. Anywho, comment
That's
challenge.
gonna be our fortress.
Comment challenge of the day. What's your favorite cloth pattern? I love black and white plaid, but like the thick plaid, like the lumberjack kind of plaid, but black and white.
What? I don't have a favorite cloth pattern.
How do you not have a favorite
do you-
cloth pattern?
What pattern do scarves have?
That depends on the...
Stripes,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, usually they have stripes.
No, desert scarves.
Oh,
Oh, like headscarves and stuff?
Yeah, like the big, like the flat ones.
Big
What?
flat scarves?
The kind that my OC has. I guess it's kind
Oh,
of like
bandana?
a combination of like a checker and
a bandana?
plaid.
It's different.
No,
Oh,
It's similar but different. They serve similar purposes.
yeah. Anywho,
one
what's
of
yours,
these type
Biddy?
of things.
Is it
What?
is it the heel scarf? I think that would still count as a bandana. But
Anyway,
geometric pattern
my
is what I'd say.
my favorite pattern is herringbone, I think.
All right. So,
Herringbone.
all right. So,
To be original.
okay. So, with that out of the way, there's nothing left to say. But good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody,
Bye.
and goodbye.
Oh, not herringbone. Shit, what's the one I'm thinking of?
All right. Good night.
Paisley.